guys, welcome back. Thanks for joining me today. I put together some really cool, spooky Halloween DIYs. First up, I took these two pellets from Dollar Tree. I used them before, and I got this little chain from Dollar Tree and a skeleton. I also use like a popsicle stick. I went ahead and cut them in half, and you can see the end of one of the popsicle sticks. I just kind of like cut it, made it look curvy because we're going to use it as a sign. So the first thing I need to do is start cutting his hands, his feet, and his head because I'm going to be placing it on the pallet. So I grabbed some paint. I'm going to take his little hands and I'm going to try to make like imprints of his hands on the palette. Although it doesn't come out that great, but you can see some outline of his hands. So that's what I'm going to do is just place it in the paint, place it on the palette. So now I'm going to remove one of the palettes because I need to place him underneath it. So I just removed it. Now I'm going to place him with some glue underneath the palette. So I took that little piece and cut it in half. Now I'm just going to glue it right back to the palette. Now I'm going to grab his hands and I'm going to place them right at the top in between the palette and glue them down as well. Looks like he's saying, help me, get me out of here. Now I'm going to glue down the other hand, and also I'm going to be gluing down his feet at the bottom. I wish I had like the huge full-size palettes, and I would love to do this in front of my yard. I think it would look awesome. Now I'm going to be cutting his feet because I said I'm going to place them on the palette as well. This is really a cute, simple DIY. Not a lot of space in between, so that's why I'm having a little hard time getting that foot in there and placing the glue just right. Now I'm adding his last foot to the palette. Now I'm going to hot glue down the little plastic chain. Now I got this chain, I believe last year on one of Dollar Tree's signs. So I just kept it. I keep so many things. It's unbelievable. My craft room is such a mess. But anyways, I'm gonna hot glue the pallets together. Now I'm gonna hot glue the chain down to the pallet, and then the remaining part of the chain I'm gonna hot glue it to the back of the pallet. So this is what it looks like so far, but now I'm going to grab those popsicle sticks that I made into a sign. I painted it white, add a little bit of red color to it, like blood. Now that little piece that I took off the palette, I'm going to glue the sign to it. Now I'm going to spell out the word with my black marker that says keep out. Now, unfortunately, my black markers were not working right. I just don't have very good luck with markers. I have a lot of markers and none of them want to work. But I eventually get it. I find one that eventually works. Now I'm going to hot glue that to the palette. I think it came out cute. It's easy to make. If you have those little palettes, something you could place on your tiered tray, or you can just place it anywhere. And here's how it turned out. For this one, I'm going to be using some skulls from Dollar Tree, some bones from Dollar Tree, and I grabbed these lights from Dollar Tree. These are the ones that plug in. They're orange. I couldn't find my small little fairy lights, And I'm going to be using some little spiders and some black stones, or actually pebbles from Dollar Tree. And this small wood round that I got from Michael's for 99 cents. So I'm going to drape the little wood round with this material that I got from Dollar Tree. It came off one of their skeletons, and I'm just going to drape it over the top, cut it, and then glue it down. So I didn't want to paint the wood round. I decided to use the material because I wanted to look like, like it's charred or like a char pit or something like that. Now I'm just going to fill in their face with black paint, their eyes, their nose, and their mouth. I'm using some gray paint and a baby wipe, just going around their face, blotting on some gray paint all around the top of their head. Now I'm going to grab those lights. Unfortunately, they are huge. It would work a lot better if you had the small little fairy lights, but this is all I had. So I'm just going to hot glue the lights down on top of the wood round. Now I'm going to glue down the bones, the spiders, and the heads. Now the reason why I'm using orange light is because I want it to look like fire, and that's the only thing I could come up with the orange lights. So now I'm going to place down, like I said, the bones, the skull, and some of the orange spiders. Gluing down the skulls, I'm trying to get it as flat as possible, and then I'm going to layer the skulls some on top of each other to make it look like they're inside the fire pit. I'm adding some of the spiders randomly around the fire pit. The reason why I'm using orange spiders is I was trying to hide the lights, but I don't think there's a way to hide those big lights. But anyways, once you turn off the lights and you turn the orange lights on, it looks so cool. Now I'm adding some of the black pebbles all around inside. The reason why I'm adding this is to make it look like burnt charcoal. And this is the final product. All right, for this one, we grabbed this from Dollar Tree. It's one of their plastic platters for Halloween, and some floral from Dollar Tree. I used them last year, and this skeleton that I used last year from Dollar Tree. I just pulled them apart, and I used this little domino and painted it and used my Cricut. So I got my inspiration from Michael's. I walked around Michael's, and I love all the stuff Michael's puts out for Halloween. So the first thing I'm going to do is glue down the rib cage or half body of the skeleton to the plastic platter. Now all I'm going to do here is just hot glue down all the floral all around that skeleton body. I'm alternating the colors, black, then purple, and so forth. Like I was saying, I walked around Michael. Oh my God, I love Michael's, especially around Halloween. I love the dark Halloween decor that they always put out every year. So now I'm just adding a few more around the body, like I said. This is so easy to make, and Dollar Tree always carries these plastic platters around Halloween. They have purple and black. You could do so many things with them. But like I said, I got my inspiration from Michael's. I like Hobby Lobby as well, but they always come out with like Halloween is more cutesy kind of stuff. If you want like the dark Halloween decor, Michael's is your place. So in order for the flowers to lay flat, I'm just snipping the back part of it, the little stem, then placing the little glue and placing it right back on the platter. Grabbed this hand last year from Dollar Tree skeleton. I just pulled it off, and I'm going to place a flower. There's like a little hole in the hand. I'm going to place the flower stem right through there, and then I'm going to hot glue it to the bottom corner of the platter. going to grab that little sign that I made and hot glue it right to the bottom of the little platter. And it's so cute, so easy to make. Something like I said you'd see at Michael's. I'm taking a Dollar Tree spider and hot gluing it to the corner as well. And look how stinking cute this is. So perfect for Halloween. You can place it on a shelf or hang it. All right, we're going to need a cauldron from Dollar Tree, some sticks, comes in a package. I got these from Hobby Lobby, but Dollar Tree carries them as well, and some skeletons and some glow sticks. Also going to use some polyfill. So now we're going to grab the sticks and set them up because I want the cauldron to sit on top of them. It's almost like a bonfire. So I'm just going to place them on top of each other and glue them together. Now I'm going to grab those glow sticks. Dollar Tree carries these all year round. And unfortunately, I didn't have orange, so I'm going to grab a yellow one and a blue one. To activate them, you just bend them and snap them. Then you'll see the color come through. Then I'm going to twist it and bend it and place it inside the cauldron. Place the polyfill right over the top of the glow sticks. Now I didn't have any witches, so I'm going to use the skeletons. I have a couple skeletons from last year. Some are missing legs and heads and stuff like that. So I grabbed this one and placed him upside down into the cauldron. I'm just going to glue him to the side so he doesn't move. I'm going to do the same thing to this one. I'm going to prop him up on top of the side of the cauldron and just glue him down. His leg is going to be sticking up in the air. It's funny. Now the other skeleton, I'm just going to place them standing up kind of inside the cauldron. Now if you don't want to use glow sticks, you can always use like the fairy lights from Dollar Tree, because the glow sticks don't last very long, but they're cool. Now I placed the cauldron right on top of those sticks. I wanted to add some cobweb, a little bit, I don't know, on the sides around the skeletons just to make it more creepy. Off camera, I added a little black spider to the cauldron. And this is how it turned out. So cool. This one I grabbed from Dollar Tree Plus. They came out with the candle holders. This is $3. This one has a snake. They had one with the crow or the raven and something else I can't remember. And I grabbed these bones from Hobby Lobby when they were on clearance last year, and some creepy cloth and the Dollar Tree fishbowl. So I want the bow to look smoky, so I'm grabbing a candle and I'm placing it inside the fishbowl to try to make it look like a smoky effect inside, but you got to be careful. The fishbowl gets extremely hot. Believe me, you need to wear like a mitt or something. You really have to have a certain technique to do this. Every time I tried, the wax was going inside the glass. So you have to like make it smoky and then put it inside the jar real quick and then get some smoke inside the glass, and then you'll see like a black filter and to get a little bit of the black in there. Like I said, it's so hot to hold, and I didn't have a mitt with me, so like I said, be careful if you try it. So the skull is pretty white, so I want to give it some color. I'm going to grab some antique wax with a baby wipe and just blot some antique wax around its face, its teeth, and around the top of his skull. Then I'm going to take a black marker and mark a little bit inside his eyes. Now I'm grabbing my black marker and just making black eyes inside his little eye socket. Little circles, make him a little creepy. So now I'm going to glue the skull right on top of that candle holder. Now I'm going to place the fishbowl right on top of the skull. Now I'm going to add a little bit of that creepy cloth to the top of the fishbowl. Now I'm going to take some Dollar Tree spiders and I'm going to place two, well, one at the top, one at the side, hanging off the side. And that is it. If you don't have this candle holder, no worries. You can always use Dollar Tree candlestick holder, the glass ones, and paint it. But this is something really easy. I was going to use cockroaches, but I didn't think it looked good, so I'm just going to use a spider. Okay, I'm going to be using a Dollar Tree frame. I used this before, I'm going to use it again. And some craft paper from Hobby Lobby. And this is from Dollar Tree last year. So I'm going to be cutting out the cat and then the other part. And we're going to make a cute little cat Halloween sign. I'm going to trim as close as I can get, so this way you can't see the edges. I'm going to take the Hobby Lobby craft paper and place it inside the sign, and I'm going to apply it down with a glue stick. Ever wondered what to do with these? You can use this way. It's almost like using a Cricut or something like that, or even like one of those wall decals. You can use it the same way. Now to place down the cat, I'm just going to use the glue stick as well. And for the other one, I'm going to use the glue stick and just place it on the craft paper. And look how easy and quick this was. And it's so stinking cute for a shelf for Halloween. This is going to be the last DIY. I grabbed these napkins from Dollar Tree last year. I don't know if they're going to put them out this year, and a Dollar Tree pumpkin. So I'm going to remove the jute twine and the raffia from the pumpkin. So what I'm going to do is paint inside the pumpkin with black paint from Dollar Tree. I'm using a small paintbrush because I don't want to get any black on top of the pumpkin because I'm going to be painting that white. I wonder if Dollar Tree is going to put out some new Halloween napkins this year. If you guys seen any, let me know in the comments below because my Dollar Tree still has a few Halloween stuff they just brought in, but not everything yet. So I'm just kind of curious. So because I'm going to be laying down the napkin, I need to have a white background. So I'm just going to finish off by painting the pumpkin white. Now I'm going to grab those napkins and I'm going to use a paintbrush with a little bit of water. I'm just going to dab it on the napkin. This way it breaks away. Not a clean cut because I need to place it on the pumpkin. So I don't want to place the whole thing on the pumpkin. So I'm just going around an area that I want to place on the pumpkin. You'll see what I'm doing. Now I'm using the water to remove the black outline at the bottom of the napkin. To place the napkin down, I'm going to use a little bit of Mod Podge with a little bit of water so this way it doesn't wrinkle as much. So clean off the edges. What I'm doing is adding a little bit of water on the paintbrush and just going around the outline of the pumpkin and just tearing off the paper. Now I'm doing the other side of the pumpkin with the piece of the napkin. This one has the raven on it and doing the same thing. Laying down with Mod Podge, a little water, trimming the edges with the water. And finally doing the other side with a little piece with the wording on it. Same thing, Mod Podge, little water. This is really easy to make, super cute if you like dark Halloween stuff. I love it. I think it's awesome. I love these napkins. I can't believe Dollar Tree carries them. I'm hoping they come up with something new. So off camera, I added a little piece of the napkin on the left side of the pumpkin. It has like the spider web on it. I'm grabbing some Dollar Tree ribbon and I'm going to make a small little bow and place it on top of the pumpkin. So I'm going to place them together and just tie it off with some jute twine and glue it right to the pumpkin. So to hide the jute twine, I'm just going to grab this Dollar Tree little black spider and hot glue it to the middle of the bow, like I said, to hide the jute twine. Because I want it to stand, I'm going to grab 2 jingle blocks and glue it to the back of the little pumpkin, so this way it stands on my counter or shelf. Well, that's it for this video, guys. Thank you so much for joining me today, and I hope you enjoyed this video. And if you did, please don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe. Till next time, guys, I will see you. Bye-bye.